So we will see how to balance chemical reactions and equations. In the last class we had seen regarding the chemical equations and how to balance those chemical equations. If you remember that why there was a need for balancing the chemical equation to just satisfy the law of conservation of mass, okay, which states that nothing can be created nor it can be destroyed. No mass can be created, no mass can be destroyed. Okay, so you have to balance the number of atoms on the reactant and product side. This was the main rule which the balancing the chemical equation was required to follow. Okay, so how we would start with balancing? First thing was we need to identify the products and reactants which are there in the equation. So in this equation there are generally two reactants and there is one product. Okay, so next thing was we need to find out what was the number of what were the various different types of elements which were present in the equation. Okay, so in this equation if you see there are only two elements, one is aluminium and one is oxygen. Okay, so how to balance this equation? So whenever we were supposed to balance the equation, we first had to know the number of atoms which are there on the reactant side and the number of atoms which are there on the product side. Okay, so how to balance this equation? If you see on the reactant side, aluminium only has one number of atom, okay, whereas oxygen has two number of atoms. On the reactant side I am telling, this is the reactant side and this is the product side, if you know. Okay, so if you compare it with the product side, what you will see is nothing but on the product side there is two atoms of aluminium and there are three atoms of oxygen. Okay, so how you will balance this is nothing but first rule what I had told you was nothing but to convert smaller number into larger number. How you will convert smaller number into larger number? By multiplying it with that number, whatever it is there. Okay, so you need to multiply this with 2 and make this 2. So what you need to do on the reactant side, you need to multiply Al with 2. Okay, you need to multiply Al with two numbers. Okay, so now 2 into 1, so Al has become 2 in numbers. Okay, whereas oxygen is now unbalanced on both the sides. So what you will do, oxygen is 2 atoms on the left hand side whereas 3 atoms on the right hand side, if you can see. Okay, so how you will convert? First thing is you have to convert smaller number into bigger number. Okay, so what you will do, you will convert this smaller number 2 into 3 by nothing but multiplying it with 3. So what will happen, it will get converted into 6. So you need to multiply 3 over here and you need to multiply 2 over here, so this will become 6. So what will happen is nothing but you have to multiply 2 over here. Okay, so now what has happened is nothing but the aluminium has become unbalanced on the left hand side and right hand side. Okay, so aluminium has become 4 in numbers and oxygen has become 6 in numbers. So oxygen is balanced over here, but what is unbalanced is nothing but aluminium. So how to balance aluminium is nothing but by multiplying it with, this has become 4, right? So we had multiplied 2 over here on the reactant side. Okay, so how we could make it as 4 is nothing but by multiplying 4 over here instead of 2. If we multiply 4 over here, what will happen is this will get converted to 4. Okay, so what we need to do, we need to remove this 2 which is multiplied and we need to multiply it with 4. Okay, so whenever we multiply it with 4, aluminium will become 4 in numbers on the left hand side as well as on the right hand side. Right hand side it is already 4 in numbers, 2 2s are 4. Okay, whereas oxygen is 6 in numbers, if you can see. Over here also oxygen is 6 in numbers. Okay, so while writing the chemical equation you have to always write the balanced chemical equation as the answer. Okay, so you need to write it as Al 4Al plus 3O2 gives you 2Al2O3. Okay, so this is how the chemical equation is balanced. Okay, by multiplying the number of atoms on the left hand side and right hand side. Okay, left hand side and right hand side, whenever you multiply the numbers it will get balanced. So this was one type of reaction. We will see about the another type of reaction. Okay, so in this reaction there are generally 4 elements, if you can see. There are 2 reactants and there are 2 products. Okay, so which are the elements, various different elements? K is one element, O is one element, H is one element, okay, and P is one element. So there are four elements in the total equation. Okay, there are just four elements. So how many elements are there? How many number of atoms are there of each element? Whenever there is no atom which is given, you need to assume it as one atom which is present. Okay, so of potassium, it is one atom, K. Potassium is one atom. Oxygen is one atom. Hydrogen, it is 1 plus this 3. So total 4 atoms of hydrogen and 1 atom of phosphorus, P. Okay, sorry, this oxygen is 5 in numbers. Okay, this oxygen is not 1 in number. If you see, this is 1 atom of oxygen and these are 4 atoms of oxygen. So total 5 atoms of oxygen are there on the reactant side. Okay, whereas on the product side, if you see what is happening on the product side, there are 3 numbers of potassium, there is 1 number of phosphorus, 4 plus 1, okay, this is 1. So 4 plus 1, 5 atoms of oxygen and 2 atoms of hydrogen. Many atoms of hydrogen are there? 2 atoms of hydrogen. Okay. So now what are the things which are unbalanced? First is potassium is unbalanced and hydrogen is unbalanced. How to balance this? The basic rule is make smaller number into bigger number. How to convert smaller number into bigger number? This is 1 and this is 3. How you will convert 1 to 3 is nothing but multiply it with the whatever number, bigger number is there. Okay, so you will multiply it with 3 and it will become 3 in number. So on the left hand side you need to multiply K, whatever term, whatever reactant has K, you need to multiply it with 3. Okay, so now what it has become? Nothing but it has become potassium has become 3 in numbers and oxygen has become again 3 in numbers. Okay, so generally oxygen has become 3 in numbers and hydrogen has become 3 in numbers. So total count, if you see, 3 hydrogens plus 3 hydrogens, if you see over there. Okay, so over here there are 3 hydrogens and over here there are 3 hydrogens. So total number of hydrogens has become 6. From 4 it has become 6 on the left hand side, whereas on this side it is 2 in numbers. Okay, so what you will do on the left hand side, you will multiply this with 3. Okay, so when you multiply this with 3 it will become 6. So you have to multiply this with 3. Okay, so whenever you multiply it in this format, what will happen is nothing but this equation will get balanced. Okay, so what will happen to that reaction? We will just take a look. Okay, so on the left hand side, if you look total, we will see what are the various different atoms and what is the number of atoms which are there on the reactant side and product side. Okay, so there are 3 atoms of potassium on the left hand side, there are 3 atoms of potassium on the right hand side. Okay, so generally for oxygen, now we will check it for oxygen. For oxygen there are 3 atoms over here. Okay, 1 into 3, so total 3 atoms on the first reactant and there are 4 atoms on the second reactant. So total 4 plus 3, total 7 atoms of oxygen. Okay, whereas for hydrogen, if we check, okay, on the left hand side, if you see, there are 4 atoms of oxygen on the left hand side and there are this is 3. Okay, so there are 3 into 1, so total 3 plus 4, total 7 atoms of oxygen on the right hand side. So oxygen has been balanced. For hydrogen, already hydrogen we had balanced by putting 3 on the left right hand side. Okay, so hydrogen was balanced and by putting 3 on the left hand side, oxygen was balanced. Okay, so for phosphorus, there is only 1 atom of phosphorus over here and 1 atom of phosphorus on the right hand side. So left hand side and right hand side are equal. So what you need to do, you need to write it in this format: 3KOH plus H3PO4 gives you K3PO4 plus 3H2O. So this equation has been balanced completely. Okay, this is K, by the way. So we will move on to the next equation, how to balance this equation. This is a very simple equation to balance. So first thing is you need to find out how many elements are there. So there are totally 3 elements. One is Au, that is nothing but gold, S is nothing but sulfur, and hydrogen is H. Okay, so gold is 2 in numbers. Okay, there are 2 atoms of gold on the reactant side, whereas on the product side if you see there is only 1 atom of gold. Okay, whereas there are 3 atoms of sulfur on the left hand side. Okay, whereas there are 3 atoms of sulfur on the left hand side, and there is 1 atom of sulfur on the right hand side. For hydrogen there are 2 atoms of hydrogen on the left hand side and 2 atoms of hydrogen on the right hand side. So what is unbalanced over here? Au and sulfur are unbalanced over here. How you will convert or make Au into or balanced sulfur? Okay, so first thing is we will balance sulfur over here. How we will balance sulfur is nothing but we will multiply this 1 with 3 and make it 3. Okay, so what we need to do, we need to multiply the product whichever is containing sulfur in it with 3. Okay, so now what has happened? Sulfur has become 3 in numbers. Okay, 3 into 1 is 3. So what has happened to hydrogen? The number of atoms of hydrogen have changed from 2 to 6. Okay, so what is the problem which has happened? Hydrogen has become from 2, it has become 6. Okay, so what is unbalanced now? Au and hydrogen, 2 things are unbalanced over here. Okay, so how you will balance that is nothing but for smaller number you need to make smaller number into bigger number. Okay, so how you will convert small number into big number is nothing but by multiplying it with the same number. 1 into 2 if you do, you will make it as 2. So what you need to do, you need to multiply 2 on the right hand side. For product whichever is containing Au in that, you need to multiply it with 2 numbers. Okay, so you will make it as 2. Yeah, so now what you need to do is, what is unbalanced? So now gold is balanced, sulfur is balanced. What is unbalanced is hydrogen. So how you will balance hydrogen is nothing but you need to make 2 to 6. So how you will do 2 to 6 is nothing but multiply this 2 with 3, you will make it as 6. So you need to multiply 3 over here, it will become 3 into 2 6. Okay, and here also it is 3 into 2 6 on the right hand side. Okay, so what is the equation is nothing but Au2S3 plus 3H2 gives you nothing but 2Au plus 3 times H2S. Okay, so this is the balanced chemical equation which you need to write it down. Okay, so balancing is very easy only if you get it properly. Okay, if you don't get it properly, it will be a big amount of problem. Okay, so now we will see how to balance this again, one more type of chemical equation. Okay, so you need to find out which are the elements which are present in the equation. There are generally 5 elements in this equation. One is calcium, one is chlorine, one is sodium, one is phosphorus, and one is oxygen. Okay, so how many atoms of Ca or calcium are there on the left hand side? It is 1. Okay, whereas on the right hand side the number of calcium is 3. Okay, whereas chlorine, if you see, chlorine is 2 in numbers on the left hand side, and number of chlorine on the right hand side is 1. Okay, whereas the number of phosphorus, PO4, or nothing but P, is over here, it is 1 in number. Okay, no, we will see for sodium. How many atoms of sodium are there? There are 3 atoms of sodium on the left hand side and 1 number of atom of sodium on the right hand side. Okay, for phosphorus there is 1 atom of phosphorus on the left hand side, whereas over here there are 2 atoms of phosphorus, because whenever there is a bracket, the whole number gets multiplied. Okay, with the whole whatever atoms are there, the number will get multiplied to it. Okay, so 2 will get multiplied with 1 atom of phosphorus and 2 will get multiplied with 4 atoms of oxygen. Okay, so generally there are 2 atoms of phosphorus, and how many atoms of oxygen are there? Over here the number of oxygen is 4, whereas over here the number of oxygen is 8. 4 into 2, 8. Okay, so total number of oxygen is 8 on the left hand side and 4 on the 8 on the right hand side and 4 on the left hand side. So how to balance is nothing but, first we will balance calcium. How we will balance calcium is by multiplying it with 3. This will get 3 in number. Okay, so what will happen to chlorine? Chlorine will get 6 in number. Okay, and calcium will get 3 in numbers. Okay, so from 2 the chlorine will get shifted to 6 atoms. Okay, so what you need to do? So now on the right hand side you need to multiply whichever product contains Cl, you need to multiply it with 6. Okay, so you need to multiply NaCl with 6. So now what will happen? Na will get converted to 6. There will be 6 atoms of Na and there will be 6 atoms of chlorine. So chlorine will be balanced, but what will be unbalanced is nothing but sodium. Okay, so sodium will become 6 in numbers. On the left hand side if you see, sodium is 3 in numbers. So how to convert this into 6 is nothing but multiply sodium with 2 and this will become 6 in numbers. So you need to multiply whichever reactants contain sodium with 2. Okay, so what will happen whenever you multiply whichever product contains sodium with 2, the sodium will become how much? 6 in numbers, phosphorus will become 2 in numbers, and oxygen will become 8 in numbers. So what will happen to phosphorus? From 1 it will get converted to 2. Why? Because we have multiplied it with 2. Okay, so what will happen to phosphorus? It will get converted to 2. Okay, so whereas for oxygen if you see, oxygen will also get converted to 8. Okay, so oxygen will also become 8 in numbers. So this reaction will be completely balanced. Nothing but what will be the reaction? How we will write that reaction as? We will write that reaction as 3CaCl2 plus we will write it as 2Na Na3PO4. Okay, gives you nothing but Ca3PO4 twice. Okay, plus 6 times NaCl. Okay, so 6 times NaCl. If you want you can write it over here, 6 times NaCl. Since there is no space I am writing it in this format. You write it in the whole bunch format. Okay, so we will see over here, this is one more type of equation which we need to see. Okay, so what are the things we will just see over here. Okay, so which are the elements which are there present over here? There are generally 3 types of elements which are present. One is nitrogen, one is hydrogen, and one is oxygen. Okay, so how many number of nitrogen are there over here? On the left hand side if you see, there is only 1 atom of nitrogen and there is 1 atom of nitrogen on the product side. For the hydrogen is 3 in numbers on the left hand side and 2 in numbers on the right hand side. For oxygen if you see, oxygen is 2 in numbers on the left hand side. Okay, and it is 2 in numbers on the right hand side. Okay, so how you will balance this chemical equation? It is a very tricky thing. Okay, so now what is balanced? Generally 2 things are balanced. Nitrogen is balanced, oxygen is balanced already. Which is unbalanced is hydrogen. So how you will balance hydrogen over here? First thing is you will multiply this with 3 and make this 6, say suppose. Okay, so you will multiply 3 on the right hand side, whichever is containing hydrogen, that term or that product you will multiply it with 3 number. Okay, so what will happen over here? Hydrogen will become 6 in numbers and oxygen will become 3 plus this 1. So oxygen will become 4 in numbers on the product side. From 2 it will become 4 in numbers on the product side. So in the reactant side, to balance this hydrogen on the reactant side, what you need to do? You need to multiply it with 2. Okay, if you multiply this with 2 it will become 6. Okay, so now hydrogen has been balanced, but what has become unbalanced is oxygen. So what has happened to oxygen is nothing but oxygen has become 2 on the left hand side and 4 on the right hand side. So how you will make it as 2? You will multiply this with 2 and make it 4, say suppose. So you have to multiply on the left hand side, you have to multiply oxygen with 2. Okay, so what will happen to oxygen? Oxygen will be balanced over here. Okay, whereas if you see 2 2s are 4. Okay, and on the right hand side if you see, it has become 4. So everything is balanced over here. Okay, so what we have done is nothing but it is not balanced yet. We have not multiplied 2 over here. Okay, whichever 2 we had multiplied on the reactant side, we had not multiplied it over here. So what will become is nothing but hydrogen will become 6 in numbers on the left hand side, okay, and on the right hand side if you see it is 6 in numbers already, okay. So what will happen to nitrogen is nitrogen will get unbalanced. Nitrogen on the left hand side from 1, nitrogen will become 2 in numbers, okay. So what will happen to nitrogen? Nitrogen will be unbalanced. On the right hand side if you see, the nitrogen is 1 in number, so what you need to do, you need to multiply it with 2 to make it 2, okay. So you need to multiply over here with 2 so that it becomes 2 in number, okay. So now what will happen is nothing but the number of oxygen will change now, okay. So number of oxygen will change. So what will happen to oxygen? Oxygen will become 2 plus this 3, total 5 in numbers on the right hand side, okay. Whereas on the left hand side the number of oxygen is 4, okay. So how you will convert this 4 into 5 is nothing but whenever such type of questions come, you have to first start with the smaller numbers and try to balance it by increasing the numbers. We have added 2 on the left hand side, on the right hand side we have multiplied it with 3, okay. So now try it with 4 if you want, okay. So say suppose what we will do is nothing but, what we had done is nothing but we had multiplied using various different numbers, okay. So now we will do is what is nothing but we will multiply it with bigger numbers, okay. We will not multiply it with the smaller numbers. Whenever equations are not getting balanced in such a format, what you need to do, you need to increase the number, okay. Say suppose you have put 2, you have put 3, now increase the number, put 4, put 5, put 6, okay, so that the equation will be balanced. How it will be balanced we will just see, okay. Say suppose we had put 2 over here, no, so now put 3 over here, say suppose, okay. If you put 3 over here, what will happen is nothing but, say suppose for hydrogen we had put 2, right. So for hydrogen, to balance hydrogen, what we will do is nothing but we will put hydrogen as 4, okay. We will put it as 4. We will see what happens, yeah. So this will get 12, this will get to 12, or else we will multiply this with suppose 6, okay. So bigger number, what will happen is nothing but this will get converted to 12, okay. So now how can you make 3 into 12 is nothing but by multiplying it with 4, okay. So this you can multiply it with 4, okay. So this will become 12. So now what happens is nothing but you will multiply this NH3 with 4 and this H2O with 6. So what has happened? Hydrogen has become 12 in numbers, oxygen has become 6 in numbers, okay. So for nitrogen, nitrogen has become 4 in numbers, and over here nitrogen has become only 1 in, it is 1 in number, okay. For hydrogen it is balanced, okay. So now what you need to do is nothing but you have to balance nitrogen. So what you will do, over here on the left hand side you will multiply it with 4, okay. And what happens is nothing but this will become 4 in number. So nitrogen will be balanced, hydrogen is balanced. What will happen to oxygen? Oxygen is 4 in numbers plus 6 in numbers. So total there are 10 atoms of oxygen on the right hand side, okay, whereas there is only 2 atoms of oxygen on the left hand side. So how you will convert 2 into 10 is nothing but multiply this left hand side oxygen with 5, it will become 10, okay. So this is how you need to balance such type of chemical equations. Whichever are not solving by putting smaller numbers, you have to try it with bigger numbers like 3, like 4, like 5, like 6, okay. So 3, 4, 5, 6, don't go beyond 6, okay. So beyond 6 it won't be there. Such difficult equations are not there for you all, okay. So they might not put you some difficult sort of equations. They will be much easier as compared to this, okay. So they will be easy like this, whichever we have solved in the previous classes, it will be in that format, okay. They will be very easy for all of you all. So next thing is I had solved one equation in the last class which was not properly solved, okay, because I didn't see it properly, okay. So there was some mistake in the last time's equation, so we will solve it again, okay. This was the equation Fe plus H2O gives you Fe3O4 plus H2, okay. So how many elements are there? There are 3 elements. One is Fe, one is hydrogen, one is oxygen. So Fe is 1 in number on the left hand side, Fe is 3 in number on the right hand side. Okay, if you see on the left hand side and on the right hand side. So whereas hydrogen is 2 in numbers on the left hand side and 2 in number on the right hand side. Okay, whereas oxygen is 1 in number on the left hand side and 4 in numbers on the right hand side. Okay, so what are the things which are unbalanced? Fe is unbalanced, oxygen is unbalanced, hydrogen is balanced. So how we will balance this? First is you need to make smaller number into bigger number. Okay, so multiply Fe with 3, whichever number is bigger you multiply the smaller number with that. Okay, so next is hydrogen is balanced, oxygen, for oxygen what you need to do, you need to multiply it with 4. Okay, to make oxygen 4 in numbers on the left hand side you have to multiply the whole thing with 4. So now what has happened, oxygen has become 4 in numbers whereas hydrogen has become 8 in numbers, if you see. Okay, so from 2 hydrogen on the left hand side it has become 4 hydrogen. Okay, so what you need to do over here, what you have to do is nothing but you have to put 2. So what will become, when you multiply 2 over here on the left hand side it will become 4. Okay, so this is how the equation will be balanced. So there are 3 Fe plus there are 8 hydrogens plus there are sorry, the hydrogen number is 8 on the left hand side. So how many hydrogens will be there? There will be 8 hydrogens. Okay, so not 4 hydrogens, total number of hydrogens will be 8 on the left hand side, whereas on the right hand side there are only 2 hydrogens. So how you will make it as 8 is nothing but multiply this with 4 to make it 8. So whenever you multiply this with 4 it will become 8. So the balanced chemical equation is like this: 3 atoms of Fe on the left hand side, 3 atoms of Fe on the right hand side. Okay, 4 to the 8 atoms of hydrogen on the left hand side, 4 to the 8 atoms of hydrogen on the right hand side, 4 atoms of oxygen on the left hand side. Okay, whereas 4 atoms of oxygen on the right hand side. So this is how you need to balance the chemical equation. So balancing the chemical equation part is clear to all of you all, I suppose, and we have finished with all the chapters. Okay, all the things from this chapter. Okay, any doubts or any difficulties if you have, you can ask me out anytime. Okay, so this is a very important chapter. This balancing the chemical equation is a sure shot question which comes in the examination. Okay, it will be very easy. Just the thing is that you need to balance it properly. Such difficult types of equations don't come. I have just put a different some little tricky type of a question for all of you all, so that it will be just a challenging job for all of you all to solve this balancing the chemical equations. Okay, so such type of equations won't come, don't worry about it. And even if it comes, what you need to do, you need to increase the number whichever you are putting. If you are putting 2 numbers, 3 numbers, then increase it to 4, 5, 6. Okay, so whenever you increase the numbers, what will happen, you will try to balance the full chemical equations properly. Okay, but you just need to check is what are the various different elements, whether they are balanced on both the sides, on the reactant side and on the product side, that you need to check. Okay, so every time whenever you are checking, just see to it that you are writing or counting the atoms on both sides properly. Okay, so this completes your chapter, that is nothing but chemical reactions and equations. So we will be starting with a new chapter in the next coming class in this week. Okay, so bye bye, take care, stay home, stay safe, bye bye.